Hello everybody, my name is Caretaker and I'm back in the grave bringing you another episode of Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm currently recording the Night 5 ending and I'm trying to beat it right now. I'm getting really close to that. But I wanted to go ahead and upload all of the phone calls with an increased audio. All the audio of them has been boosted. You may hear my voice is very loud. I apologize for that. This is mainly a warning to headphone users and everyone else. The audio in this video is going to be boosted like crazy so you can hear the calls and the messages and whatnot. So you might want to turn your volume down and whatnot. I'm just doing this to boost the audio and edit it a little bit so that you can hear them a little better. I do talk during a little bit of them, and I'm sorry, but I do still need to play. So, without further ado, here is all 5 calls, and I will try my best to write them out in the comments below so you can read them as well in case this is too loud. Enjoy the phone calls. Alright, here is about to explain how this works, and I'll go into more detail afterwards.
I wanted to record a message for you to help you get settled in on your first night. I actually worked in that office before you. I'm finishing up my last week now, as a matter of fact, so I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about. You'll be fine. So let's just focus on getting you through your first week, okay? Let's see. First, there's an introductory greeting from the company that I'm supposed to read. It's kind of a legal thing, you know. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Upon discovering that damage or death has occurred, a missing person report will be filed within 90 days or as soon as property and premises have been thoroughly cleaned and bleached and the carpets have been replaced. Blah, blah, blah. Now, that might sound bad, I know, but there's really nothing to worry about. The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night, but do I blame them? No. If I were forced to sing those same stupid songs for 20 years and I never got a bath, I'd probably be a bit irritable at night too. So remember, these characters hold a special place in the hearts of children and we need to show them a little respect, right? Okay. So just be aware, the characters do tend to wander a bit. They're left in some kind of free roaming mode at night. Something about their servos locking up if they get turned off for too long. They used to be allowed to walk around during the day too, but then there was the bite of 87. Yeah. It's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal lobe, you know? Now concerning your safety, the only real risk to you as a night watchman here, if any, is the fact that these characters, if they happen to see you after hours, probably won't recognize you as a person. They'll most likely see you as a metal endoskeleton without its costume on. Now, since that's against the rules here at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, they'll probably try to forcefully stuff you inside a Freddy Fazbear suit. Now, that wouldn't be so bad if the suits themselves weren't filled with crossbeams, wired, animatronic devices, especially around the facial area. So you can imagine how having your head forcibly pressed inside one of those could cause a bit of discomfort and death. The only parts of you that would likely see the light of day again would be your eyeballs and teeth that pop out the front of the mask. Yeah, they don't tell you these things when you sign up. But hey, first station of the breeze. I'll chat with you tomorrow. Check those cameras and remember to close the doors only if absolutely necessary. Gotta conserve power. Alright, good night. Hello? Hello? Well, if you're hearing this and you made it to day 2, congrats. I won't talk quite as long this time since Freddy and his friends tend to become more active as the week progresses. It might be a good idea to peek at those cameras while I talk, just to make sure everyone's in their proper place, you know. Interestingly enough, Freddy himself doesn't come off stage very often. I've heard he becomes a lot more active in the dark, though, so hey, I guess that's one more reason not to run out of power, right? I also want to emphasize the importance of using your door lights. There are blind spots in your camera view, and those blind spots happen to be right outside your doors. So if you can't find something or someone on your cameras, be sure to check the door light. You might only have a few seconds to react. Not that you would be in any danger, of course. I'm not implying that. Also, check on the curtain in Pirate Cove from time to time. The character in there seems unique in that he becomes more active with the camera and remain off for long periods of time. I guess he doesn't like being watched. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure you have everything under control. Talk to you soon. Oh, hey, you're doing great. Most people don't last this long. I mean, you know, they usually move on to other things by now. I'm not implying that they die.
Hi, cutie.
That's not what I meant. Anyway, I better not take up too much of your time.
I want to make sure I conserve power.
Hey, listen, I had an idea. If you happen to get caught and want to avoid getting stuffed into a Freddy suit, try playing dead. You know, go limp. Then there's a chance that maybe they'll think that you're an empty costume instead. Then again, if they think you're an empty costume,
oh, hello.
Stuff a metal skeleton into you. I wonder how that would work. Yeah, never mind. Scratch that. It's best just not to get caught. Okay, I'll leave you to it. See you on the flip side.
And then,
Oh, hey, wow, Dave.
just like that.
I think you can do it. Hey, listen.
Yeah, I'm the goddamn Batman. What do you
I'll
expect?
send you a message tomorrow. It's been a bad night here for me. I'm kind of glad that I recorded my messages for you.
Okay, well, so far so good.
When I did,
Oh, that's him!
hey, do me a favor. Maybe sometime you could check inside those suits in the back room. I'm going to try to hold out until someone checks. Maybe it won't be so bad. I always wondered what was in all those empty heads back there. You know. Oh no.
Alright, and that's all 5 phone calls. I hope you heard them all well. I hope the audio wasn't too low. I know the in-game is just really bad on them, and I'll try to write them out below and list them well in the comments. Anyway, I wanted to get into theories about this game. Now, everyone, a few theories I've seen for oh, it's the security guard, oh, it's this, or how are they, you know, blah, 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 how have they not been shut down? How has this happened? Okay, first of all, regarding to how they haven't been shut down, if you listen to the phone call early on, they flat out say that they will waive. They'll put a missing report in 90 days upon your disappearance. As in, when you're dead, they will clean all the blood out. They will replace everything in the store, wipe everything, and make it as if you didn't exist. They will file a missing person report, and you will be assumed that you ran away or you just disappeared, and they will have no liability. The only thing that actually links them to any kind of wrongdoing or anything happening is the bite of 87, and they've already fixed that. And we might have noticed the really super aggressive animatronic Foxy. My theory is Foxy is out of order because Foxy is the one that bit someone's, head off. At least the front of it anyway. That's why Foxy's the most aggressive. That's why Foxy has sharp teeth. That's why Foxy is just different from them all. She's the reason why the bite of 87 happened, and they only do this stuff at night. Now, another theory I've had, and actually before I continue on that one, I want to go back on the security guard, is it is impossible for the security guard to be doing this. First of all, you can hear Freddy kill him in the 4th call. And I was like, oh, well, maybe, no. They were all banging on the door, and it's very obvious that Freddy does not work the way the other AIs work. We've already seen this. By watching the door, by keeping the door closed, he gets in anyway somehow. The best bet to do that is when you see him looking in the camera, shut the door. Best way to do it, because even if he disappears from that camera, he's inside, you're dead, GG. Either you run out the clock and he shows up and sings on the left, or that's it. And speaking of that little song and jingle he plays, he's the only one that plays that song. I know it says, oh, they play the same song, blah, blah. But how many of them have you ever heard? I'm pretty sure Ducky does the dum 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 dum, because that's usually what I hear when Ducky's in the right. Some of the others, like the laughter, I think is Dr. Bun-Bun on the left. Freddy, when he kills you after the power cuts, is the dun 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 dun, that little jingle that plays, which I almost forgot I need to put the song in the description below when I get a chance. Sorry about that, I forgot that link. So, when you hear the security guard die, you hear boom, 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 which makes me honestly think that Foxy might be outside, because Foxy's the one who bangs on the door. And then you're dun, 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 and the song play, and only Freddy plays that when you die, so it's pretty clear that Freddy killed the other security guard. And it's already said that you're listening to messages, so I'm setting the time frame of when the other guard died to last week. I mean, think about it. They wipe everything. They don't. So it's very possible that he was sending these messages, or he put them, on the phone. He called the store just in case he didn't make it. And that's my theory regarding the security guard. Is the security guard is dead. In fact, in day 4, he tells you, "Could you go and look at the suits for me, please? Like, go look for me." He wants you to find him before they do, so they can make it look like nothing happened at all. But as you may have noticed, that doesn't happen, and now you're here. He's warning you. Why the fuck would Freddy do that? If the security guard took over this Freddy's animatronic, he wouldn't do that, and Freddy killed the security guard. It doesn't add up. I'm sorry, they just don't make sense, okay? Now, on my final, I was trying to think of the final theory that was. I think that was all the theories, that the security guard was Freddy, that all that stuff is happening, blah, 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 and that they're all not actually demons, and blah, blah. But that explains pretty much everything. Freddy doesn't work as the other animatronics, and he is the one that's causing all of the issues, blah, 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 blah. The security guard is not Freddy. He is killed in day 4. You can tell by hearing the music that Freddy plays. Foxy is the reason for the bite of 87. The reason why this job is open and haven't had anything issued is because they are very clear about not getting into any legal trouble. So, if I missed any theories, let me know. I'll be more than happy to discuss them below, but that's how I feel like this is. And before I cut this, there's actually one more theory I want to look into. This is, why are you doing this? Why do they have you here? Why are you here? I want to say for 2 reasons. One, and my main reason, is you are bait. You are there to stop them from getting out. Because if they're focused on you, they're not going to worry about getting out, and they're not going to do anything in broad daylight. Not anymore, because Foxy got put out of order. So I think maybe something's not right with her. Especially since the other ones warp around, they don't actually run, and she does. I think that's another issue to point that she's not like the others. Something's not right with that one. It's just a game, so that's another part of the theory. But I do feel that you are a bait of some sort to stop them from getting any, going bigger. And 2, I think, I don't think there is a 2. I think I just covered them at one point, was that you were basically a bait. You were there to stop them from going out and causing harm or breaking down the store, because they're focused on you. They can't bust stuff up. So, anyway, I'm going to wrap up this episode. I hope you heard the phone calls. I hope I'll be able to clear that up and get some theories out. If you want to put your theories below, feel free to say what you want, but please keep it within the realm of possibility. I mean, everyone's saying, "Oh, it's the security guard's fucking dead." I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not telling you, "Oh, you can't think that way," but I'm telling you, based on the facts you've been giving and the way things look, the security guard is dead. He's warning you, and he's hoping you can find him before any of this continues. But as you can see, because you're getting paid to do this stuff, it's gonna continue for a very long time. Anyway, I'm Behead of the Grave. Thank you all so much for watching. Welcome in town, everyone.